Yes, hello everyone, welcome on YourPedia platform. I hope you all are fine, preparing well. So guys, as you all know, we have started 50 important question series, 50 concepts for AI from physics, 11th and 12th class physics guys. So different mentor, they are covering that my favorite 50 question series. I'm going to cover my favorite, 50 topics, my favorite 15 questions from this particular 11th class physics, 11th and 12th class physics. Okay. So guys, already we had four topics discussion. We discussed Newton's law of cooling. We discussed principle of calorimetry. We had some discussion related to the hydrostatic law, and we discussed one topic related to Fourier's law of heat conduction. So these four topics already we have discussed. Today we are going to discuss fifth topic from my favorite question series, Newton's law of viscosity. So guys, this particular topic is very important. One question was asked earlier in AI only, and we are going to solve that question. But before that, some basic understanding we need to have related to this particular topic, Newton's law of viscosity. Guys, if you are a mechanical engineer, I hope you are having some basic understanding about related to this fluid, what is viscosity, what is shear stress, all those things. But if you are not a mechanical engineer, you belongs to electrical, electronics or any other CSC or any other kind of domain, then don't worry, I'm going to tell you from the basics only so that you will be able to understand this particular topic, Newton's law of viscosity. Okay, so guys, let's start our discussion. The purpose, the aim of this particular discussion, today's discussion is to solve these kind of question guys. हमारा aim क्या है इस तरह के questions को solve करना. This question was asked earlier in AI only, so this is AI previous year question. So we will get back to this particular question at the end only, but before that we need to have some basic understanding. Okay, chaliye. So guys, fluid, the first question arises in our mind, what is a fluid? Because Newton's law of viscosity is applicable to fluids, and which kind of fluids? The Newtonian fluids. So guys, matter exists in this universe in three different phases. And what are those three main phases? Solid, liquid and gas. These are the three main phases. What is a phase? Phase is a distinct molecular arrangement of a substance. Okay, so any substance in this universe majorly exists in these three phases: solid, liquid and gas. Solid is that particular phase where the substance, the molecules are having very strong intermolecular force of attraction. Liquids, the intermolecular forces attraction is sufficient, but it is not that much stronger as compared to the solid, but it is stronger as compared to the gases. Gases, the intermolecular forces are very weak as compared to solids and liquid. And one more point you can mention here, solids, they are having some definite shape, they are having some definite volume. Liquids, the force of attraction is not that much sufficient strong, so they are not having sufficient definite shape. But that forces of attraction, intermolecular force of attraction are that much sufficient so that they provide the definite volume to a liquid. So liquids are having only definite volume, they are not having definite shape. But whereas gases, due to the very weaker intermolecular force of attraction, they are not having definite shape as well as they are not having definite volume. This is a basic difference between solid, liquid and gas. One more very important thing guys, you need to understand, what is fluid? A fluid is a substance that is capable of flowing under the action of tangential force or shear force. A substance that flows under the action of shear stress, that is known as a fluid, and both liquid and gases you can put in this category. Liquid and gases. Both liquid and gases, they qualified for fluid because both flows under the action of shear stress. Okay, now if you will take a case something like this, अगर मैं यहाँ पे case लेता हूँ, like suppose this is a particular wall, and here you are having any fluid. मान लीजिए यहाँ पे हमारे पास कोई fluid है, this is any kind of fluid. Okay, तो fluid क्या करता है बच्चों? Fluid flows under the action of shear stress. ये क्या करता है? Due to shear stress, ये क्या करता है? Flow करता है. So this particular force which is applied on a particular solid fluid, under that shear force it flows. Okay, so this is nothing but a tangential force or a shear force. इसी को मैं क्या बोलता हूँ? Shear force और tangential force. Tangential force. One very important thing guys, you need to understand, like suppose if I will take a solid, like suppose you are applying some shear force, आपने उस पर कोई force apply किया, so solids they are having elastic nature. You are applying force, as you are going to remove the force, they are going to occupy their initial position because solids are elastic in nature. If you are applying the load, the force you are applying in the elastic range only, they are going to come back to its original position. There will be no permanent deformation you are going to observe in the solid. But liquids, the fluids, if there is, you know, they started flowing under the action of some shear stress, they are never come back to its original position. वे कभी भी अपनी original position में वापस नहीं आएंगे, because they are not having elastic nature. So fluids, whether it is liquid or gases, they are not having elastic nature, but solids, they are having elastic nature. Okay, so a fluid, when it start deforming, because this particular, you know, movement of a fluid particle, this is nothing but deformation. यही क्या है हमारा deformation है, something like this. Suppose here, because due to the no slip condition, the particles which are there in the vicinity of the solid surface, they are going to occupy the velocity of the solid surface only. So here this particular surface is fixed, so the particle in the vicinity, particle which are very close to the solid surface, they are going to occupy the velocity of the solid surface, means they are going to reach to the velocity 0. So here velocity is 0, and here suppose velocity is some particles are having some velocity u. So from here to here, some kind of velocity gradients we are going to observe. यहाँ से हम क्या ऑब्जर्व करेंगे बच्चों, कुछ ना कुछ वेलोसिटी ग्रेडियंट ऑब्जर्व करेंगे. सो देयर मे बी सम काइंड ऑफ वेलोसिटी ग्रेडियंट्स आर गोइंग टू एग्जिस्ट. du by dy क्या करेगा, यहाँ पे होगा du by dy. दिस इज व्हाट, दिस इज वेलोसिटी ग्रेडियंट. इसे क्या बोलते हैं, वेलोसिटी ग्रेडियंट. ओके, सो दिस इज नोन एज वेलोसिटी ग्रेडियंट. ओके, now guys, what you need to understand, the fluid, they start flowing under the action of shear stress. When they start deforming, they never came back to its original position, but it doesn't mean they don't offer resistance to the deformation. They also offer resistance to the deformation, means one layer of the fluid layer, one layer of a particular fluid, it offers resistance to its adjacent layer, and that nature, that property of a fluid, by virtue of which it offers resistance to its one layer of the fluid offers resistance to its adjacent layer, that property is known as viscosity. उसे क्या बोलते हैं, dynamic viscosity. Dynamic viscosity. Okay, and we represent this by mu. इसको हम किससे represent करते हैं, mu. So it is nothing but property of a fluid. It is a property of a fluid. Because before going to understand Newton's law of viscosity, we need to have some idea what is this viscosity. So property of a fluid by virtue of which one layer of fluid offers resistance to its adjacent layer, against what, guys? Adjacent layer against the movement, okay. So against movement, one layer of fluid offers some kind of resistance to its adjacent layer, that is known as viscosity. Okay, now this viscosity we represent by mu. So different fluids, like suppose if you will take a water, if you will take you know, a kind of gel, okay, any other substances, blood, different fluids are having different viscosity. Okay, हर fluid का, like suppose you are having a oil, okay, some kind of oil you are having, so oil, water, air, all different substances, they offer different kind of resistance, so they are having different kind of what, viscosity. And why fluid offer why fluid offer resistance, guys? Because the particles of a fluid, they are having some cohesion forces, they are having some intermolecular force of attraction. So one particle, another particle, they are having cohesion forces. Cohesion. What is cohesion? It is a force of attraction between the molecules of a same substance. Force of attraction between the molecules of a same substance. Let me take this particular particle at the top. मैं इस particle को top पे ले लेता हूँ. Something like here. Just give me a second. Yes. Okay. So the force of attraction between the molecules of a same substance, like this is water, these are the two molecules of water only, so the force of attraction between the molecules of same substance, that is known as cohesion. Whereas the force of attraction between the molecules of two different substances, like suppose this is solid surface, किसी मेटल का बना है या इट इज मेड अप ऑफ एनी अदर मटेरियल. सो दिस इज अनदर पार्टिकल, दिस इज पार्टिकल ऑफ वाटर फ्लूइड. सो द फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन बिटवीन द पार्टिकल्स ऑफ टू डिफरेंट सब्सटेंसेस दैट इज नोन एज अडहेशन. इसे हम क्या बोलते हैं बच्चों? अडहेशन. सो कोहेशन is a force of attraction between the molecules of a same substance. Adhesion is the force of attraction between the molecules of two different substances. So a fluid offer resistance due to what? Cohesion. Because a fluid particle, they are having some kind of intermolecular force of attraction, they are having cohesive forces, and due to that cohesion, one layer of the fluid offer resistance to the another layer. Why? Because you know there is one condition that is known as no slip condition. एक condition होता है जिसे हम क्या बोलते हैं? No slip condition. Okay. What is that no slip condition, guys? Let me tell you so that you will get some brief idea. You know guys, there is a condition that is known as no slip condition. No slip. No slip का मतलब क्या होता है? The fluid particle which are there in the vicinity of the solid surface, they are going to occupy the velocity of the solid surface. You know, there is a very small layer is going to exist in the vicinity, very close to the solid surface. It may be in micrometer. That small layer is going to occupy the velocity of the solid surface. If the solid surface is at rest, that layer which is in the vicinity of the solid surface, that will also be at rest. So suppose this particular plate is at rest, so the fluid particle which are there on the surface of this particular solid surface, they are going to occupy zero velocity. तो यहाँ पे velocity क्या है बच्चों? यहाँ पे velocity क्या है? Suppose 0. Okay, here the velocity is what? 0. And suppose here at the top surface the velocity is v. Here velocity is 0, here velocity is v. Something like this. Are you getting? So from here to here velocity is going to change. Okay. Because here, like suppose this particular plate is there which is moving at some velocity v, so the particle which are there in the vicinity of this solid surface, they are going to occupy the velocity v, but the particle which are there in the vicinity of the bottom surface, bottom plate, they are going to occupy the velocity of the free surface. Velocity of the surface means zero velocity. So from here to here velocity is going to vary. But the particle which are there at rest, they are having some cohesive forces. They are going to restrict the particle which are above to that particular layer. So they are going to offer some kind of resistance, and that resistance against the movement, against the motion of a fluid, that is known as viscosity. Okay, so one particle, one layer, they are going to offer resistance to the another top layer going to resist the another layer. So some kind of momentum exchange is going to take place. Okay, and they are going to restrict the movement. Okay, I hope you got some basic idea. Now guys, what you need to understand here, this particular deformation, ये क्या है इसका? This is a deformation of the fluid. Okay, like suppose you applied some force, some shear force you are applying, and this is known as angular deformation. इसको मैं क्या लिख सकता हूँ? Suppose this is d theta. इस d theta को मैं क्या लिख सकता हूँ? Angular deformation. ये क्या है हमारा? Angular deformation. Angular deformation. Okay, this is angular deformation. Now let me take it here. The case something like this, so that you will get the idea. So suppose here the velocity is v, here the velocity v equal to 0, and from here to here the velocity is varying. It may vary parabolically, it may vary linearly. Okay, in any way it can vary. Okay, so you need not to go this time in that particular detail. So I am taking a kind of parabolic variation in the velocity. So here velocity is v, and from here to here the velocity is going to vary. Now if I will take a small section, अगर मैं एक small section ले लेता हूँ बच्चों, if I will take a small section, because at v equal to 0, at y equal to 0, और यहाँ पे कुछ v क्या है, यहाँ पे कुछ v है, यहाँ पे v equal to v at some distance. Okay, because यहाँ से यहाँ ये क्या है, this is the thickness of the oil. Okay, this is the thickness of the oil. Now if I will take a distance, like suppose I am taking this particular distance, suppose this particular distance is y, and this particular distance is y plus dy. So I am taking a small section. मैं एक small section ले रहा हूँ which is having thickness dy. एक small section मैंने ले लिया, something like this. This small section which is having thickness dy, जिसका thickness कितना है बच्चों? dy. So this is distance y and this is distance y plus dy. Okay, so this is small thickness I am taking, and in that case, because this is a very small elemental part, there is no need to draw it like a curve. You can draw it like a straight line only, something like this. Okay, so here suppose at a distance y, suppose the velocity is u, at a distance at y equal to y, v equal to u. Okay, and suppose वेलोसिटी कितना है, u है, वेलोसिटी इज u, सिंपली मैं v इक्वल टू u नहीं लिखता, वेलोसिटी इज u, ओके, वेलोसिटी कितना है बच्चों, वेलोसिटी इज u, वेलोसिटी इक्वल टू u एट y इक्वल टू y प्लस dy, वेलोसिटी कितना है, वेलोसिटी इज u प्लस du. Okay, so here velocity is u, here top velocity is u plus du. So this is the distance traveled by the particle in a time dt with velocity u. You know guys, velocity equal to distance by time. So distance traveled equal to velocity into time. So this is the distance traveled in time dt with velocity u. So I can write this as u into dt. And upper is the distance traveled by the fluid particle with velocity u plus du. So this is what, इसको मैं क्या लिख सकता हूँ, this entire is what, this is u plus du into dt. Okay. So अगर आप इस upper में से lower को subtract करोगे, you are going to get this particular part, and इस part को मैं अलग से draw कर देता हूँ. This part I am drawing separately here. इस part को मैं यहाँ पे अलग से draw कर रहा हूँ. Okay. So this is what, this is dy, okay, and this is what guys, this is du dt, okay, this is dy, this is du dt, because this lower part is u into dt, upper part is u plus du into dt. So this shaded part I am drawing separately here, okay, इसको मैंने यहाँ पे अलग से draw कर दिया है. So this particular part I am drawing separately, okay. Now here if you'll observe guys, I told you this is what, this is angular deformation. ये क्या है हमारा, angular deformation. Okay. So here if you will write tangent d theta, so suppose this is this angle, this is deformation d theta. So if this angle is d theta, so this angle will also be d theta guys. Yes or no? अगर ये angle d theta है, so if you are taking a perpendicular over a surface, so this angle will also be d theta. Yes or no? तो ये और ये angle कितना है हमारा, d theta है for example. Okay. Now this angle is what, d theta, okay, this angle is d theta. So what I can write, tangent d theta. What is tangent d theta guys? Tangent theta is perpendicular to the base. So what is perpendicular? This is perpendicular, du dt. And what is base? The base is dy. So from this, because you know, for small angle of theta, tangent d theta, tangent theta, you can write as theta only. So you can write it as d theta by dt. This is equal to du by dy. So mathematically I want to actually prove this so that you will get the idea. What is this? This is known as velocity gradient. Let me write it here. So here this is what, this is known as rate of shear strain, because this d theta is an angular deformation. D theta क्या है हमारा, angular deformation. So d theta by dt, this is known as rate of shear strain. इसे मैं क्या बोलता हूँ, rate of shear strain. Okay, and this is known as velocity gradient. इसे क्या बोलते हैं, velocity gradient. Rate of shear strain is mathematically equal to velocity gradient. So we get this particular idea. Now we can very easily define this Newton's law of viscosity. हम यहाँ पे define कर सकते हैं Newton's law of viscosity. Is it visible guys? Okay, let me take another color. Okay, so let me take this Newton's law of viscosity. Newton's law of viscosity. What is the statement guys? What is the statement? You know, you can prove this law experimentally, but here you need to understand the statement only. What is Newton's law of viscosity? So according to Newton's law of viscosity, the shear stress, this is nothing but shear stress in a fluid, that is directly proportional to a rate of shear strain d theta by dt. The shear stress tau, that is directly proportional to d theta by dt, where d theta is by dt is what, rate of shear strain. So according to Newton's law of viscosity, shear stress is directly proportional to rate of shear strain. But mathematically this rate of shear strain is equal to du by dy. Mathematically both are same. So you can write it as tau or tau directly proportional to du by dy. Why? So statement is not like this. Statement nahi hai. Statement Newton's law of viscosity does not state shear stress directly proportional to velocity gradient. No. The statement is shear stress is directly proportional to the rate of shear strain, but mathematically the rate of shear strain is equal to the velocity gradient. So removing this sign of proportionality, you can write it here tau equal to mu du by dy. Tau equal to mu du by dy, where this mu is known as coefficient of dynamic viscosity, which is nothing but the resistance offered by one layer of fluid to the adjacent layer. Okay, now let me write it here because we got some basic idea about the fluid. So now you can write it here. Newton's law of viscosity. Newton's law of viscosity क्या कहता है? ये कहता है कि tau equal to mu du by dy, where tau is the shear stress, mu is the dynamic viscosity, and du by dy is the velocity gradient. Now here if you want to write the unit of viscosity, unit लिखना है अगर आपको viscosity का, so this is tau by du by dy. So tau का unit क्या होता है बच्चों? This is in Newton per meter. Shear stress. The stress is force per unit area. So shear stress is Newton per meter square. What is the unit of velocity, guys? Velocity is in meter per second, and this is 1 by y, so this is 1 by meter. So solving this, you will get mu. The unit of mu will come out Newton second per meter square. Okay, because this Newton per meter square is nothing but Pascal also. इसको हम Pascal भी लिख सकते हैं. That's why the SI unit of dynamic viscosity is Pascal second. Okay, डायनामिक विस्कोसिटी का SI यूनिट क्या है बच्चों? पास्कल सेकंड या न्यूटन सेकंड पर मीटर स्क्वायर. एंड व्हाट इज द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ न्यूटन सेकंड लॉ? न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ विस्कोसिटी. आई होप यू गॉट द आइडिया. shear stress is directly proportional to rate of shear strain, or tau equal to mu du by dy, where tau is the shear stress, mu is the coefficient of dynamic viscosity. Okay, या coefficient of proportionality, or that proportionality constant is known as dynamic viscosity, and du by dy is nothing but the velocity gradient. Okay, now guys, if you will assuming linear velocity profile, linear velocity profile, अगर मैं linear velocity profile assume कर लेता हूँ, okay, assuming a linear velocity profile, here I assumed a parabolic. Okay, so for just simplification, if we'll assume a kind of linear velocity profile, something like this. So here velocity is 0, here velocity v equal to what? V. Velocity कितना है? v. Okay, and this particular distance, suppose this is y. ये distance कितना है बच्चों? y. Okay, so this is y. This is y. Here velocity is v. Here velocity is 0. So this is angle deformation. ये क्या हमारा deformation है? So from here you will be able to write du by dy. This is nothing but v by y, but this is only and only for linear velocity profile. This is not for, because for parabolic velocity profile you will not have du by dy equal to v by y, but for linear velocity profile this will be a kind of constant. ये जो slope आएगा ये क्या आएगा? आपका constant आएगा. So you can write du by dy equal to v by y for linear velocity profile only, but for parabolic you cannot write it like that. Okay, now if you will put it here, अगर मैं इसको यहाँ put कर देता हूँ, so you will get tau equal to mu v by y, or this is nothing but force upon area. So force upon area equal to mu v by y, or force equal to mu a v by y. Guys, this is the final formula which we want. Actually, this is a final formula. From this formula only we are going to solve that problem. F force in Newton SI unit, mu dynamic viscosity in Pascal second या Newton second per meter square, area in meter square, velocity in meter per second, y is the thickness of the oil film, thickness of the water film. Okay, that is in meter only. So putting all those things you can find out, like suppose if he is giving you the force, you can find out mu, you can find out y. So out of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parameter, if 4 are given to you, you will be easily able to find out the fifth one. Okay, so this is very important formula, guys, and this only we need to use. So this is the result we are getting from Newton's law of viscosity only. Okay, so let us first solve that problem, then I will move to this also, types of fluid. Okay, all those things you need to understand. ये सारा आपको नहीं देखना है, because in 11th physics these things are not there. Only you to understand the fluids which obeys Newton's law of viscosity, because all fluids they are not going to obey the Newton's law of viscosity. So Newton's law of viscosity tells us shear stress is directly proportional to rate of shear strain, but all fluids they are not going to obey that. So the fluids which obeys Newton's law of viscosity, they are known as Newtonian fluid. उन्हें हम क्या बोलते हैं? Newtonian fluid. So all fluids which obeys Newton's law of viscosity, they are known as Newtonian fluids, and fluids which does not obey Newton's law of viscosity, they are known as non-Newtonian fluid. तो Newtonian fluid का मैं example लिख देता हूँ. Newtonian fluid का example क्या है बच्चों? Air, water, oil. Okay, air, water, oil, these are the examples of Newtonian fluid. So for Newtonian fluid, shear stress, like suppose if you will take a plot between shear stress and rate of shear strain, means velocity gradient, because this is du by dy and this is nothing but d theta by dt. So on x-axis you are taking d theta by dt, and here you are taking shear stress. So for Newtonian fluid, this is directly proportional to this, means you are going to get a constant viscosity. The viscosity is not going to change. So viscosity is nothing but it is a slope of the curve on tau versus du by dy plot. So tau versus du by dy plot पे जो line का curve का जो slope मिलेगा, that slope is nothing but viscosity. Are you getting, guys? Because what is slope? Slope is tangent theta. And what is tangent theta? The tangent theta is y dy by dx. And what is dy? dy is the shear stress tau, and x is what? du by dy. So for Newtonian fluids are those fluids they are having viscosity. Viscosity is not going to change with the rate of deformation. Viscosity can change with pressure, it can change with temperature, although the changes in viscosity with pressure are negligible, very less. Viscosity does not change much with pressure. For gases, yes, there will be no change in the viscosity with the change in the pressure of the gas. Liquid, there is slight decrease in the velocity you are going to observe with the increase in the pressure. So there is a liquid, if you are increasing the pressure, with the increase in the pressure, the viscosity of the liquid is going to decrease. So I am telling you 2 points. Gases, there is no considerable change in the viscosity with the increase or decrease in the pressure. Liquid, with the increase in pressure, slightly viscosity decreases. Okay. But in general you can say that is independent. But viscosities are very highly sensitive to the temperature. जो viscosity होती है वो temperature से बहुत ज़्यादा sensitive है. Liquid, when you are increasing the temperature, the bonds are going to break, the cohesive forces are going to break down, and the viscosity is going to decrease. Like suppose if you will take a oil and you will start heating that oil, so its viscosity will decrease and it will start flowing in a very smoother manner. Easily वो flow कर पाएगा, the viscosity will decrease. If you are having a substance, आपने उसको cool कर दिया, you decreased its temperature. Okay, like suppose if you will take a kind of ghee, vegetable oil, and if you will decrease their temperature, they will simply, their viscosity will decrease. But when you are heating a oil, their viscosity is going to decrease. So liquids viscosity decreases with the increase in temperature. Okay, but gases में क्या होगा बच्चों? Gases में when we increase the temperature, because in gases viscosity is due to the intermolecular collision. Okay, molecular momentum exchange. In liquids, the viscosity is due to the cohesion. In gases, because the force of attractions are much weaker, gases they are having viscosity due to the collision of the molecule. And when you increase the temperature of a gas, more collisions are going to take place, so viscosity increases. So what you need to understand? Gases, viscosity increases with the increase in temperature due to more increase in the number of collisions. More are the number of collisions, more will be the resistance to the movement of the gas. One layer offer higher resistance to the movement at high temperature. So viscosity of a gas increases with the increase in temperature. Viscosity of a liquid decreases with the increase in temperature. Pressure, there is no much effect on the liquids and gases. Gases के लिए तो 100% there is no effect, but pressure with the increase in pressure, slight viscosity decreases for the liquids. Okay, so for Newtonian fluids, air, water and oil, viscosity is independent. Viscosity क्या होता है आपका mu constant है. It doesn't change with, does not, pressure temperature के साथ तो change कर सकता है. So it is not going to change with deformation. What is this du by dy? This is what d theta by dt. This is rate of deformation. So rate of shear strain के साथ साथ, rate of deformation के साथ साथ, the viscosity is not going to change. Like suppose you are having a water, you are stirring it. आप उसको क्या कर रहे हो? Stir कर रहे हो. So उसका viscosity same रहेगा. That is not going to change. But suppose if you are having a kind of blood, okay, you are having some starch, rice starch solution, you are having any other substance. So viscosity can change with the rate of deformation. You are stirring a particular substance like paint. You are stirring. आप उसको क्या कर रहे हो? Stir कर रहे हो. So उसका viscosity क्या कर जाएगा? Change कर जाएगा. So there are some substances जिनका viscosity changes with the rate of deformation. Those are known as non-Newtonian fluid. There are some substances जिनका viscosity is independent of the rate of deformation. Those are known as Newtonian fluid. So Newtonian fluid they obey Newton's law of viscosity. Non-Newtonian fluid they don't obey Newton's law of viscosity. What are the example of non-Newtonian fluids? Blood, milk, colloidal solutions, okay, rice starch solution, okay, paints, okay, all those are what? Non-Newtonian fluid. There are different categorization of non-Newtonian also, like dilatant है, pseudoplastic है, ideal plastic है, Bingham plastic है, thixotropic, rheopactic. There are different classification, but that is not required for you guys. You need to only understand Newtonian, non-Newtonian. Newtonian obey Newton's law of viscosity, non-Newtonian don't obey the Newton's law of viscosity. And what are the Newtonian fluids? That only you need to understand. Okay, so I hope you got this idea, Newtonian fluid and non-Newtonian fluid. Let me tell you one more thing guys, ideal fluid and real fluid. Guys, ideal का मतलब क्या होता है? These are non-real actually. ये hypothetical fluid हैं. नॉन रियल. किनको बोलते हैं हम आइडियल फ्लूइड गाइस? द फ्लूइड्स विच आर हैविंग जीरो विस्कोसिटी, विस्कोसिटी जीरो, सरफेस टेंशन जीरो, ओके, एंड इनकंप्रेसिबल. ये क्या होते हैं हमारे? इनकंप्रेसिबल. तो बल्क मोडलेस आप क्या बोल सकते हो? इनफाइनाइट, या आप लिख सकते हो इनकंप्रेसिबल. सो 3 लाइन आपको लिखनी पड़ेगी, या 3 पॉइंट्स यू कैन राइट. ए सब्सटेंस, ए फ्लूइड which is having no viscosity, which is having zero surface tension, which are incompressible. So all those fluids are known as ideal fluid. Ideal, there is no, real fluid are having some viscosity. Okay, any fluid you can take, it can have some lesser viscosity, but you cannot say कि zero viscosity. So all real fluids, they are having some viscosity, they are having some surface tension also, and they are having some compressibility also. So real fluids, all real fluids which are there in the nature guys, all are real fluids, like water, oil, all are real fluids. So real fluids, they are having viscosity, they are having surface tension, they are having compressibility. But ideal fluid, they are incompressible, they are inviscous because they are having viscosity zero, inviscous, incompressible, and they are having zero surface tension. I hope you got this idea. Types of fluid: ideal fluid, real fluid, Newtonian fluid, and non-Newtonian fluid. Now let us move to the problems. Okay, अभी हम problem से move कर सकते हैं. So let us solve this particular problem. First, there is a block of surface area is placed on a horizontal surface. तो ये कोई horizontal surface है, इसके ऊपर आपने एक block place किया गया है. This is a block placed. Okay, this block is having surface area. इसका जो surface area बच्चों, ये जो surface area है, this is 0.2 meter square. Okay, placed on a horizontal surface having 0.2 mm thick uniform layer of liquid. So this is placed on a surface on which there is a layer of liquid. Layer कितने का है? 0.2 mm. 0.2 mm थिकनेस का क्या है? लेयर है. यू कैन राइट शो इट हेयर. आप इसको ऐसे शो भी कर सकते हो. सो हेयर यू आर हैविंग ए लेयर ऑफ ए लिक्विड, समथिंग लाइक दिस. ओके, नाउ यू आर अप्लाइंग ए फोर्स. आपने एक फोर्स अप्लाई किया, कितना? 0.010 kgf, किलोग्राम फोर्स. सो इसको आप मल्टीप्लाई करोगे g से, एंड g ही हैज मेंशन कि टेक g इक्वल टू 10 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. सो 0.010 मल्टीप्लाई बाय g, you will have 0.1 न्यूटन. kgf को अगर आपको kgf को जस्ट मल्टीप्लाई बाय g 9.81, या तो आप इसको 9.81 से मल्टीप्लाई कर सकते हैं. ओके, सो 1 kgf इक्वल टू 9.81 न्यूटन. 9.81 न्यूटन. बट यहाँ पे आप सीधा g को 10 ले सकते हो, बिकॉज ही मेंशन g इक्वल टू 10. सो 1 kgf इक्वल टू, आई मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 10, सो 0.1 न्यूटन. सो दिस इज द फोर्स यू आर अप्लाइंग. It begins to move with constant velocity. Velocity कितना है बच्चों? Velocity है इसका 0.075 मीटर पर सेकेंड. So this is the velocity, 0.075 मीटर पर सेकेंड. He is asking you the coefficient of viscosity. आपसे क्या पूछ रहा है बच्चों? Coefficient of viscosity. So now I mentioned guys earlier also, just assume it here linear velocity profile. यहाँ पे क्या assume कर लेना आपको? Linear velocity profile, and for that we are having one formula, F equal to mu a v by y. F equal to mu a v by y. So F is given to you, area is given to you, V is given to you, Y is what? Y is the thickness of the whole film, that is also given to you. Easily you will be able to find it here, mu. So mu equal to Fy by AV. But all SI units you need to use guys. सारी की सारी SI units ही use करनी पड़ेंगी आपको. So mu equal to force. How much is the force? 0.1 Newton. How much is the thickness? 0.2. So 0.2 into 10 की power minus 3, because this is in mm. So I'm converting this in meter. Divided by area. Area is what guys? 0.2 meter square. So 0.2 into, how much is y guys? Y is 0.075. Okay, तो इसको कट करोगे, ये कट जाएगा. Yes or no? Okay, this will cancel out. So इसको भी मैं क्या लिख सकता हूँ? 75 into 10 की power minus 3, तो वो भी उड़ जाएगा. So मैं लिख सकता हूँ इसको 0.1 को if I will multiply by चलो suppose इसको 10 की power 3 रख लेते हैं, इसको 10 की पावर 3 रख लेते हैं. सो इसको मैं क्या करता हूँ? लेट मी मल्टीप्लाई बाय दिस 10 की पावर 3, बोथ न्यूमरेटर एंड डिनोमिनेटर आई एम मल्टीप्लाइंग बाय 10 की पावर 3. सो दिस विल बिकम 100, दिस बिकम 75 इंटू 10 की पावर माइनस 3. सो न्यूमरेटर डिनोमिनेटर बोथ आई मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 10 की पावर 3. ओके, सो इसको 10 की पावर 3 से किया, सो इट कन्वर्टेड इनटू व्हाट? एक जीरो से करोगे तो 1 बन जाएगा, देन 2 जीरो और तो 100 हो जाएगा. दिस बिकम्स 100. सो इसको किया 10 की पावर 3 से, सो इट बिकम्स 75. Okay, now this is what guys? This is 4 by 3. This is nothing but 4 by 3. 25 पे डिवाइड करोगे, this will be 4 by 3, and 4 by 3 easily you can write it as 1.33 into 10 की पावर minus 3 Pascal second. You know guys, the unit of dynamic viscosity is 1.33 into 10 की power minus 3 Pascal second. So what is the right answer guys? Option D क्या हो जाएगा? This is the right answer. So this question was asked earlier, so I hope you got some basic understanding. You are aware about this formula now, F equal to mu a v by y. And guys, suppose he is asking you the shear stress. So shear stress is nothing but force upon area. So this formula you can write something like this also, tau equal to mu v by y. आप इसको ऐसा भी लिख सकते हो और चाहो तो इसको ऐसा भी लिख सकते हो, F equal to mu a v by y. Okay, I hope all these terms are very much clear to you. Now let us move to this practice question also. दो practice question भी कर लेते हैं. Okay, these are the two practice question we are going to solve, this, and then we will end this today's discussion. चलिए, so a square plate of 0.1 meter side moves with a velocity. So there is a square plate guys, something like this. There is a square plate जिसका area कितना हो जाएगा बच्चों? Area will be 0.1 into 0.1 meter square. Yes or no? Because 0.1 is the side, so area will be this. So this moves with a velocity. ये किस velocity के साथ move कर रहा है? This moves with a velocity 0.1 meter per second over the another plate which is fixed. Okay, over the another plate which is fixed. चलो हम इसको नीचे एक plate दे लेते हैं. Let us take a plate here. Okay, but this plate is fixed. So this plate is moving parallel to this, parallel to another plate, and the another plate is fixed. Both plates are immersed in water, means they are separated by water. इन दोनों के बीच में क्या है बच्चों? They are separated by water. So this is fixed, this is moving. Okay, they are separated by some distance. We don't know how much is the distance, so this distance is y. Okay, they are separated by some distance y. Viscous force कितना लग रहा है बच्चों? How much is the viscous force applied? The force equal to 0.002 Newton. This much force you are applying, and the coefficient of dynamic viscosity mu equal to 0.001 poise. This is the coefficient of dynamic viscosity. He is asking you the distance. आपसे क्या पूछ रहा है बच्चों? The distance between these plates. The question is very simple because again you need to use this formula, F equal to mu a v by y. So y equal to mu a v by f. Mu is given to you, area is given to you, velocity is given to you, force is given to you. Easily you will be able to calculate. But the force is given in Newton, fine. Area is given in meter square, fine. Velocity is given in meter per second, fine. Viscosity is given in this poise. Actually, poise is the CGS unit of dynamic viscosity. ये क्या है? CGS unit of dynamic viscosity. Dynamic viscosity. ये आपको याद रखना है, CGS unit of dynamic viscosity. You know guys, SI unit क्या है बच्चों? SI unit क्या है? Pascal second. Pascal second और Newton second per meter square. This is SI unit. Okay, this is the SI unit. Now this Newton is a unit of force. So Newton equal to what? mg, mass into acceleration. So you can write this Newton as kg meter per second square. Yes or no? Kg meter per second square into second by meter square. Okay, so this will cancel out, this will cancel out. So you can write SI unit of dynamic viscosity like this also, kg by second meter. Kg by second meter, like this also you can write the SI unit of dynamic viscosity. So this is SI unit. Now if you want to convert this into CGS, अगर आपको इसको CGS में convert करना है, so in CGS the mass will be in grams. So 1 kg will be equal to 1000 grams. Time will be in second only, second. Distance will be in what? Centimeter. So 100 centimeter. ये कितना हो जाएगा? 100 centimeter. Okay, just give me a second. Fine. So 100 centimeter. So solving this, what you will get, guys? You will get 1 kg per second meter, that is equal to 10 gram per second centimeter. 1 kg per second meter, that is equal to 10 gram per centimeter, and this is nothing but, guys, CGS unit. ये क्या है हमारा? CGS unit, and this CGS unit is known as poise. इसी में क्या बोलते हैं बच्चों? हम poise बोलते हैं. This is known as poise. Okay, so this viscosity is given to you in poise. Okay, so this is 1 Pascal second. 1 Pascal second equal to 10 poise. That is the information which you need to remember. 1 Pascal second. 1 Pascal second means SI unit. 1 Pascal second, that is equal to 10 poise. So poise को अगर आपको Pascal second बनाना है, so 1 poise equal to 1 by 10 Pascal second, guys. So whatever poise you are having, you need to divide it by 10. आपको उसको 10 से डिवाइड करना है to convert poise into Pascal second. So 1 Pascal second equal to 10 poise. So 1 poise equal to 1 by 10 Pascal second. So here this viscosity dividing by 10, अगर मैं इसको 10 से डिवाइड कर दूं, if I will divide by 10, what you will get guys? You will get 0.0001. ये कितना हो जाएगा? 0.0001. Okay. This is the viscosity in what? Pascal second. ये किस में आ जाएगा? Pascal second में. Now you can put all the values here. सारी values यहाँ put कर दो. 0.0001. हाँ 3 0 आ जाएगा. एरिया कितना हो जाएगा? 0.1 into 0.1. वेलोसिटी कितना है बच्चों? How much is the velocity? Velocity is what? Velocity is 0.1 meter. So this is 0.1 meter. Force से डिवाइड कर दो. Force कितना है? 0.002. 0.002. ओके, तो इसको सोल्व करो एंड टेल मी व्हाट आंसर यू आर गेटिंग. ओके, देखो बच्चों यहाँ पे 3 पॉइंट है, 1 1 1, तीनों को हटा दो. व्हाट यू विल गेट? तीनों को हटा के क्या मिल जाएगा? 1. नीचे भी क्या करोगे? 10 की पावर 3 मल्टीप्लाई बाय डिनोमिनेटर एंड न्यूमरेटर बोथ बाय 10 की पावर 3. सो दिस यू कैन राइट इट एज, इसको y को आप क्या लिख सकते हो? 0.0001 डिवाइड बाय 2. ओके, दिस विल बी समथिंग लाइक दिस. ये इसको मैं क्या कर सकता हूं? दिस विल बी 0.5 इंटू 0.0001, समथिंग लाइक दिस. ठीक है, तो यहां पे 4 0 आ जाएंगे. एक्चुअल में मेरे को क्या लग रहा है, बिकॉज वाटर है ना, वाटर का जो विस्कोसिटी होता है वो 10 की पावर -3 होता है, 10 की पावर -3. तो मेरे ख्याल से यहां पे जो विस्कोसिटी होनी चाहिए थी, ये कितना पॉइस होना चाहिए था? 0.01. कितना होना चाहिए था? 0.01. सो दैट व्हेन यू विल डिवाइडेड बाय 10 की पावर 3, आप इसको याद भी रख सकते हो. जो विस्कोसिटी होता है म्यू फॉर वाटर, दैट इज रफली क्लोज टू 10 की पावर -3 पास्कल सेकेंड. कितना होता है? 10 की पावर -3 पास्कल सेकेंड. ओके, तो यहां पे मैं एक 0 हटा देता हूं बिकॉज सम डेटा टाइपिंग एरर इज देयर. ओके, तो ये कितना होना चाहिए? ये कितना होना चाहिए था आपका? 0.01. ओके, 0.01, because 1 Pascal second that is equal to 10 poise. So 1 poise equal to 1 by 10 Pascal second. So this is this much poise. अगर आप इसको दोबारा से 10 से डिवाइड करोगे, तो ये कितना आ जाएगा? This will come out this 0.001. ओके, तो 0.001 करोगे तो देन आंसर विल बी दिस. ऑप्शन डी क्या आ जाएगा बच्चों? राइट आंसर आ जाएगा. ओके, द आंसर विल बी ऑप्शन डी. तो यहाँ पे एक मेरे ख्याल से टाइपिंग में एक एडिशनल 0 लग गया है. सो दिस विल बी 0.01 poise, 0.01 poise, so that when you will divide it by 10, you will have 0.001 Pascal second. So I am removing that 0. मैंने उस 0 को क्या कर दिया? रिमूव कर दिया, so that we will get this answer D. Okay, so I hope guys these things are very much clear, how to use this formula and what is this Newton's law of viscosity. So some basic things are very much clear to you. Again we will keep on meeting, we will discuss some more topics from this 11th and 12th class physics for your AAI examination. So please keep revising the things, and for any kind of doubt, query, you can shoot your query in the comment section. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Keep preparing. Good luck.